So before I let this video start, I want to say that it was originally supposed to just be a vlog. However, it still is a vlog, but I had the opportunity to sit down with a DJ with way more experience than I, and he took the time to actually chop it up with me and talk to me on camera. So when somebody with more experience talks to me, I tend to listen, and I just let it record, and I figured that if I got something from it, then you would too. So this video is a tad bit lengthy. However, I think you guys will gain a lot of insight if you just sit back, relax, and listen to the gems that he drops. I mean, anything from collecting vinyl, DJing during the 2008 market crash, corporate events, contracts, making money back then versus making money today, prepping for events, and ultimately the real job of a DJ. We kind of chopped it up about all that, and that's some of the things that I pulled out. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start this vlog. I hope you guys get something from it. Peace. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Back again with another video for you guys. Over this weekend, I did a lot of organization, honestly, with every aspect of my music. Even though, you know, I'm not in the place of where I'm ever going to stream music to do a set or anything again, I still kind of wanted to get my mindset wrapped around having all my music organized. So I started off with my title music and pretty much just cleaned it all up. And then I started looking into DJ pools, and I reached out to a couple of DJs that I knew. And actually what happened was I forgot that I work with a guy who told me that he was a DJ, or he currently still is a DJ, but I mean, he doesn't really do it so much anymore. He's a older gentleman. I asked him, I said, you know, what record pool do you recommend? And he gave me some record pools or whatnot, and he just, you know, kind of gave me a little bit of game because we chopped it up about some other things. But he ended up saying, why don't you just pull up to the office? And with all that being said, you know, I'm gonna take you guys with me because it's a part of the journey. So more than likely gonna chop it up with him, you know, just about probably how long he's been DJing and all the information that he knows and whatnot. Probably just chop it up with him on camera, man. So anyways, I'm taking you guys with me, so stick with me throughout the process and let's get it. No lies, 45 degrees in Houston. It was 86 degrees 48 hours ago. I promise you, yeah, this is crazy.
What's happening?
What's in there? What's happening, man?
You all right?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Don't put me on camera. Last time I was on camera, I had to get that tape back from that girl.
She tried to blackmail you?
Nah, man. She tried, you know, I just don't need nobody having me out there like that.
I feel you. I'm gonna put it on. Let me put it on me. Man, so how long you been collecting this music?
I've been collecting since '87. Now I got wiped out. I got hit hard twice by two floods. Tropical Storm Allison in 2000, and then Harvey in 17. So, but all my stuff is digital now since before Harvey. So I got.
You used to have vinyl, and then what you like?
I have vinyl, and then I transferred some of the vinyl to MP3, and then a friend of mine had already digitized all his stuff. And then he let me have his, you know, his. I would bring 4 crates. I had some Sound Warehouse crates, and so because I didn't like the milk crates because you had to put them at an angle, right? I knew dudes used to steal milk crates, and so so the Sound Warehouse, they were wooden though, and they were real kind of shaky sometimes. It was about this big. I carried 4 of them, and I had my hip hop in one, and my R&B, and then I had my I had country on like CDs and rock. I had some albums, but for the most part, I had 12 inches, and I still got my turntables. I would go back and forth, and You know, that's we had to do it. We had to, you know, the artistry of it was what I enjoyed about it. And then when I learned to play my crowd, I was at a because I had gone to and I was going there and going by the radio station. When I started DJing and stuff, I started, you know, we started getting records from the record reps and stuff like that. And I was buying records as well. So I had a job. I was buying records. We had to learn the art of DJing, man. We had to learn how to play. And there was some good dudes that were there, man, that were really helpful. And they taught me how to play my crowd and what, you know, and figure out what to play and stuff like that. And, you know, and been doing it since, you know, 87. It was very beneficial for a long time. And then when 2008 hit, a lot of stuff slowed down. We were kind of in a recession as a company, as a country. And then a lot of people just weren't doing Christmas parties like that no more. They weren't doing a lot of the events that they used to do. Because I used to do Steve Harvey concerts all the time. I used to do
Like corporate events?
corporate events. Yeah, I would do several corporate events, you know, in December alone. You know, you know, I knew people that were booking them, and I see the that since like 2008, they've either retired or they've moved on and not doing it anymore. So I'm not in the loop as much as I was with a lot of the corporate events. But I used to hit them for 1,500. You know, for the night, I do 5 hours. I tell them, hey, it's 1,500. And, you know, if I needed to bring lights or anything like that, you know, I would make my presentation, you know, good. I would chunk my boy, you know, 100, 150 to bring me some lights. He'd set up the lights. The light show would be dope. And, you know, I'd play the music. I'd have, you know, my cordless mics and, you know, stop it when, you know, when whoever wanted to talk. And when it was time to, you know, to crank it up, I cranked it up. And it's cool because you can play diverse music, you know? Like I made it a point, if it's a Christmas party, I would mix in some Christmas songs periodically at the beginning. But then, you know, I would also keep everything kind of up tempo or mid tempo. I would never go super slow. And then I would mix in like different party songs that I knew would work, stuff that people would sing along to. Because the whole thing is I'm playing my crowd. I'm looking at my crowd saying, okay, because the thing about it is you dealing with people that's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and sometimes 70s. So I would play, you know, some Beatles, and I would play, you know, some Garth Brooks, you know, Friends in Low Places, and because that's a sing along, you know, people like that. They'll dance to it, they'll sing along, and so that's, you know, I had my little template of how I did these parties, man, and I used to turn it out.
Do you think the money was better like back then? I heard you say like slowed down in 2008 after the recession. You think the money like, because I know right now it probably seems like it's oversaturated. Everybody seems to be like DJing, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. See, everybody with a hard drive think they're a DJ. And so the problem is, you know, they don't know the artistry of it. You know what I mean? Like they just playing records. They don't know how to work a room. They don't know how to play a crowd. They don't know how to keep people going and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, and they're not MCs. They don't know how to, you know, they don't know that you're supposed to carry stuff along and stuff like that, you know, and introduce people and all that other stuff. You know, you gotta be on point. You're the entertainment, you know what I mean? And so they've gotten away from entertainment and they just playing records. Now, a dude showed me something about 10 years ago where, you know, he was like, oh man, you know, I put these songs together and it automatically mixes it. I was like, well, what the you do? You know, like, what is your point? Like, really? You know, but anybody who always told me, oh man, I got a hard drive, I got, you know, 250,000 songs. I was like, yeah, but I could bust you with 25 of them. So what does that do for you? It's still an art to it. And a lot of people are getting away from the art. Just people looking online and they think they can DJ because they seen somebody and all that. The thing that I had that was really good was I had a lot of referrals. You know, I had a lot of positive referrals, and that's the thing. You know, I took care of my business. Everything I did, I could track. You know, I had a contract. I put that out there. They signed it. I gave them a copy of the contract. I had a copy. We were good to go. I showed up 3 hours early. I set all my up, sound checked, make sure everything was good to go. And then when it came time to do the party, I rocked the house. You know, I think that the money's gotten a little funny because, you know, there's people that really don't know what they're doing. They just got music, and then they'll do a party for $500, and I'm like, no.
Like they undercut the
absolutely
business.
Yes, absolutely. You have to have a standard for what you do, and and you can do that hourly. Like I tell people, depending on what it is, I'm $250 an hour. Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you want me for 2 hours, you know what it is. And that's me bringing my equipment, 2 speakers, and all that other. That's me doing that. Now that varies depending on how far I got to go. If I got to go to Bass Station, or if I got to go out of the city of Houston, if I got to go to League City, or if I got to go to Katy or something like that, well, that's gonna cost you a little extra.
Because they're not renting you, but they're not just buying you, they buying your equipment too.
Exactly. Well, they're buying my whole experience. They're buying not only the equipment, but they're buying my talent as well.
That's true.
So I mean, you gotta understand.
And your experience too.
Well, absolutely. You gotta understand. You're in entertainment. I engage these people. I tell people they was doing the wobble, and I was telling them. I said, before I play this song, I just like to say that the company HMO or PPO doesn't cover dropping it like it's hot, and I mean, I with people, man, and they have a good time because I'm the dude, I'm the entertainment, I'm the party. So I mean, they can laugh and do all that other stuff. Anytime you buy DJ equipment, buy quality and get an insurance policy on it. Do that all the time. Don't ever not do that, because the day you don't do it is the day that it's gonna break. Well, I'm gonna tell you something I learned from D Nice, and I met D Nice maybe about 10 years ago. He was DJing at the Toyota Center in one of those little clubs right behind the bleachers. They were having they had the SWAC tournament there, and so they had different parties and like that. I met Idris Elba and a bunch of them. I walked up and talked to D Nice because I had interviewed him before years ago when he dropped his first album. And I was like, "What's up, dude?" And talked with him. And he told me that I was telling him I was a DJ too, and what you doing, what you using, and stuff like that. He doesn't use hard drives because he said he don't want to worry about the connection going bad or anything like that. He said he put everything on his laptop, and he had 3 laptops with him. Mm. So one go out, he just pull out the other one, put it on, and jump. And it made sense to me. So I put a terabyte on here, and all I put are hits on here. I don't like. I got this. This is my library, and I got a smaller one that I'm gonna put in here. But this is my library. Now, what my library is it's I call it my vault. So I went through that, and I took a bunch of stuff off of that, as well as what I normally play at DJ gigs and stuff like that, and constantly update it. So that's what I do. That's one of the things that will help you. I mean, as far as consolidating space, and as far as just DJing. I mean, just have you just use this for DJing, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So just put I would put all my stuff on. I put all my stuff on in MP3, and I put it on my laptop in MP3. And as you can see, I do nothing but MP3s. I don't have no time for all that other. And so what I do is I categorize all my stuff. I've got a bunch of country hits on here, and then put hits. Don't put like no bull songs. Put hits on here. So when you go to your country and you pull that up, it's a hit. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna like it. Somebody's gonna enjoy it. If you and then I got country line dance, because people like the line dance too. They like the line dance too. So I got that. Just be consistent and stay on top of what's out there and what people like, man, as far as line dance and stuff like that. Even if you just at your house, man, and you just researching your shit, and you wanna Google that popular country line dance songs and make sure you got. And if it's 30 of them, make sure you got all 30. Just make sure, because you want to stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. And the thing about this is, anytime you like if you do a corporate function, what I always do is I ask them for a playlist. Mm-hmm. I say, tell everybody to come up with 10 songs that they want to hear. I go through them, and then what I'll do is I'll make a folder for it, and I'll go through it, and then I'll make sure I got all them songs. I'll take a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, way before the function. And as soon as I sign the contract and I make sure I got all that stuff, I put it in the folder, and then 80% of my party right there. The rest of it is just me going through my line dance, going through other hits and stuff like that, and being done, you know.
Wow.
So yeah, man, I would do that. Make it as easy as you can. There are not a lot of people that are good mentors for young DJs. Like you don't have what I had. You know what I mean? Like I had dudes that had done music, that had done clubs for years and stuff like that. So they knew what they were doing as far as, you know, their presentation in the club and how to work the club and stuff like that. These younger dudes, they don't have that. So what they do is they listen to the DJs on the radio. That's a totally different form of DJing than club stuff or a house party. Like if you're playing a hot song, let's say you're playing Back That Thing Up. I've been in a spot where the dude played one verse of that song. And I'm like, you out of your mind, that's a hit. You play that whole, you know, but be in the habit of, if it's a hit, play that whole song, you know, before you jump out of it. Let me tell you something. If you play a song and people dancing, you know, they want to hear more. The longer you make them dance, you got to understand what your goal is. Your goal is to be the entertainment, make them dance, sit them down to buy drinks. That's what you want them to do. Because at the end of the day, the club owner makes it, and the bar owner makes his money off drinks. That's where he makes his money.
Makes sense.
So you got to do that, and you know what? And then at the end of the day, that's less songs you got to play.
That's true.
I mean, you know, look, you ain't work smart, not hard.
All right, so we literally just got done, pretty much just chopping it up. Dude gave me a lot of good game. I'm headed back to the crib right now. Gotta give me some food. Always gotta give me some food. But ride with me and let's unpack it, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some sort of value out of it. This video was actually produced and edited probably somewhere at the beginning of this year. And for my own personal reasons, I decided not to put it out. But after going back, like I stated in the beginning of this video, I really thought that the conversation that we had was valuable. So, you know, I lightly edited it and made sure that I kept that in while still trying to keep the vlog feel to it. But like I said, I hope you got something from it. And outside of that, I really just appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I'm going to put my best foot forward and continue trying to put out the best content that I can, because you guys seem to like it and you seem to support me. So I want to make sure that I provide something of value to you. With all that being said, thank you guys for the time that you've given me. Thank you for watching, and y'all take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.